Hey everyone, I'm Isaiah, a commercial photographer based in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and today I'm going to share how to set up two pictures side by side, kind of some tips, some things you need, and yeah. So I sell wall art, and I have learned over the years that it's helpful to understand how wall art works and like how to hang stuff and how to make things look good. And I've had a really good time learning all these different things, like different frames, how to hang things, the best lighting, and things like that. So hopefully there's going to be more videos like this, but to start it off, we're just going to do this one. This is one of the top searched ones that is on my website. You can go check it out up there. So I'm going to assume that you already figured out which pieces you want side by side. There's a lot going into deciding what pieces to choose, and then the frames. We're not going to go over that in this video, but so one of the first questions that you might ask is, how far apart do you want your pictures to go side by side? So generally when you are hanging things up, you want either like something center, like a center piece, like a piece of furniture, or some other desk or a bed frame, something like that. So you want to keep that in mind, and depending if you want it on the left side or the right side or in the middle, that's going to determine how much space you want in between them. I also think it's really important to measure out how big the frames are. So you can have small frames like 8x10s or even smaller, or you can have larger frames like 16x20s, two 16x20s side by side. Really a good rule of thumb is to have at least 2 to 3 inches in between each frame. That just gives it enough like space to breathe, where you can look at both of them and they aren't together. Of course you can put them together, but generally 2 to 3 inches. A couple handy things that you want on hand are a hammer, nails, and a leveler, and a measuring tape. All of those things will be really helpful when you are going about this, and then also having a pencil or tape. Tape is really helpful. There's some other videos that I want to make where you can easily decide where you want your photos on your wall without like wrecking your wall, without like trying to hold the picture up, and one of those ways is tape. But when you are first deciding where you want your photos to hang up, I would definitely use a pencil to mark where you want the center point or where you want the nail to go. The nail is the most important part of deciding where you put your like pencil marker, and measuring it out from the pencil mark to the next pencil mark. Generally you want to measure out the full length of the art piece or the frame, and then have like tape on the wall where you want that piece to be. Generally it's the best to measure from the middle point to the other middle point of the two art pieces. That's just one easy way, and then before you decide to hang it, you'll have a sense where you're going to frame both of them, and then you don't have to worry about lifting things up too early or anything like that. A leveler is also really important if you want precise measuring on where the wall art is, and so that you don't have to keep on going back and forth and deciding is it level or is it not level. And this generally is a really good idea, so I put one on the screen. You guys can go check it out. It's also in the description, the leveler that I would recommend. So the second to last step is to actually get the nails in there. So get a nail where you made that pencil mark and nail it in, so that you can hang the actual photo. The last step is actually putting up the photo, so unpackaging whatever you got in the mail, or unpackaging the frame, and then finally putting it up there. And then once you see that, it's gonna look amazing. So that's it for hanging things side by side. There's a couple different tips that you can use when you are deciding, and yeah. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. Like I said, I'm a photographer, not an interior designer, but I do have some good tips. I have learned over the years some really good tips and have seen some awesome artwork, even my artwork and other people's artwork posted up online. But yeah, thank you